If you're a man and if you've ever exploded in anger, you need to check this out. You felt the frustration building up, you get wound up, and then boom, you explode. Is that familiar? If so, this is for you. Now, why is that? Unfortunately, the sad fact is that as men, so many of us struggle to communicate our feelings, whereas women are so much better at this than us. They wipe the floor with us on communicating their feelings, whereas we struggle and we suffer and we pay the price because of that. Communication is an essential part of our lives and our relationships, and the amount we communicate as men and the way we communicate and how well we communicate is very different to women, and it means as a result it doesn't always contribute to healthy us and healthy relationships. Your wife or partner may feel like they're constantly walking on eggshells around you. When you feel overwhelmed and when it comes out as an outburst, you explode in anger, and that's after it's built up like a pressure cooker. When that happens, the people around you are in the line of fire, and it's not going to get you a sweet smile and an understanding ear on the other side. It's going to be more a case of take cover, incoming fire on the way, and that is not a good thing. As men, we struggle to communicate our feelings, and we feel a lot of things and they don't come out. And what makes the pressure worse is that a lot of the times we haven't processed or understood what's going on, and that makes the whole thing worse and the pressure cooker even more pressurized. When we struggle to communicate effectively, that has a knock-on effect, and it's not good for you, it's not good for your relationship, it's not good for your partner and for your kids. Secondly, practice active listening. I always remind myself we have 2 ears and 1 mouth, and to use them in that proportion. I try and remind myself as much as possible. It really serves me. I hope that serves you. When your partner is speaking, try and give them your full attention. Normally around the house it's so busy, it's chaotic, there's things going on, family life, and we say what we need to say just to get things done. We communicate with a function, short and sharp, but in a proper conversation about important stuff, you need full attention. You should give it and expect to receive it. And when you do that, it helps better understand, and you help understand their feeling. It helps you understand their feelings better. Now, if you've just argued, that is not the time maybe to do this. The last thing you want to do then is to get into it. Pause, take a breath, go for that walk, and then talk. And this means no distractions, put the phone away, have the conversation properly. The third thing is to say I rather than you. When you do that, you don't accuse, you increase understanding because you're conveying what's going on for you. All of this is about understanding each other, and when you do that, it serves the whole thing a lot more. It means focusing on your feelings and your experiences rather than accusing and blaming, and that is a complete game changer to stop the frustration building up. And you don't accuse your partner. So instead of saying you do this, say when this happens it makes me feel like this because I think, for example, you don't consider my feelings, or you don't think about whether I like that or not. That's a very different approach and should give you a very different outcome. The fourth thing you can do is catch yourself when you're about to lose it and create space between the pressure build-up and the explosion. Break that circuit. If you're able to learn to pause and chill, you are more in control. You give yourself power because it's in your control what you say and how you behave. And always, the more empowered you are, the more it serves you. So when you start to feel the build up, when you start the red mist starts to appear and the anger kicks in, create that space, break the circuit. There's tips in a specific video on anger and temper. There's another one. have a look for that. That will give you even more tips on how to do this. Now, the fifth thing is to jump on to our newsletter, manmademojo.com. Jump onto the socials. That way you won't miss anything. There's lots of other related things. You'll pick up what we share. You'll pick up how other guys handle things, and lots of other resources and places you can look on socials, YouTube, online. Continue to learn. Don't be too proud to improve your skills. It's going to serve you. Now that you're more aware of what you can do, you can diffuse the situation, and you've got practical things you can do to change it so that you respond in a way that serves you and gets you a better outcome. Save and bookmark this, revisit it, share it so that it becomes something you chat to with a mate, and it will serve you, and that will start to bring about changes in you so that you don't explode, and you'll start to build different and new habits that serve you. You are awesome. You've got this.